Hey there guys, what is going on? We are back with another best Warzone class setup right now. Today we are looking at one of the brand new meta weapons in the game right now, which is of course the XM4, which I believe is actually replacing the FFAR as one of those up close and personal, very powerful close range weapons. Of course, it's not in the exact same sense that it does have a super fast time to kill. Like, nothing will ever be as broken as the FFAR again, hopefully, but the XM4 is also a very powerful close range option that you can get away with up close. But just before we do get into this best XM4 class setup here, make sure you do hit that subscribe button with those notifications turned on. We are looking for 5,000 subscribers very soon. I think we're only about 450 away, so if you could help me achieve that goal, that would be absolutely massive. So let's talk about the XM4 here. It's got some interesting things about it, and it is actually a very powerful weapon in this game. So as usual with these videos, the timestamps will be on the video's loading bar and of course in the description. So if you are looking for something specific, make sure you do skip to that section. But we are going to start off with our primary here, which is the Krig 6. But for the most part, you can use whatever powerful primary you do prefer, particularly a long-range weapon, as the XM4 is going to be our close-range powerhouse. These are the attachments that you want to run on this bad boy for the most amount of long-range distance here. Agency suppressor to give us that sound suppression, vertical recoil control, bullet velocity, and of course that effective damage range increase. The Ranger barrel for that maximum bullet velocity, meaning we can fight at those longer distances and have the best possible hit detection. Then the axial arms 3x optic here to give us a very nice clear sight picture and a little bit of zoom so we can fight at those medium to longer distances. Then the field agent grip to give us that horizontal and vertical recoil control. The Krig 6 doesn't have a lot as it is, but this thing makes it an absolute laser beam here. And then lastly, the Stanag 60 round mags to give us more bullets to fire with this. So as I said, you can choose whatever you like in the long range slot, but this is what we're going with at the moment, but you can choose a sniper or whatever you do prefer. We will go over our secondary, which is the XM4 here in just a minute here, but we are going to talk about our perks here, which is double team, overkill, and amp. Double team to give us that increase to our sprint duration of that tactical sprint, meaning we can move around the map more quickly, as well as increasing our crouch speed. Overkill, of course, in the perk 2 slot, meaning we can get those two very powerful primaries, and then you probably want to find Ghost in another loadout drop. And in the third slot, of course, we do have Amp for that maximum weapon switch speed. When we are playing with combination weapons like the long range and the short range, we do want to be able to switch between them quite quickly. In the lethal slot, we're going with the Semtex here because it is a very powerful option for being able to be aggressive. You chuck it at someone and push them while they do take the damage. And then the tactical, we can go with the heartbeat sensor, or of course your preferred option like a flash or a stun, whatever you have. So the attachments on the XM4 are going to look like this. As I said, this is our close range option, so we do want to build this out for close range combat for the most part. So we are looking to start off with that suppressor here. Now normally we go with the agency suppressor, but because this does reduce our aim down sight speed, it is a little bit of an inconvenient option, but this is also a very good attachment. So we're going to go with the suppressor instead here, just for that muzzle flash concealment as well as that sound suppression. But as I said, you can take the agency suppressor if you want a little bit extra punch at those medium distances. In the barrel slot, we are going for that takedown barrel just to give our effective damage range a little bit more push here. Really effective attachment, meaning we can get those shots down range and hitting as hard as possible. But also the Ranger barrel for that bullet velocity increase is a good option to consider, as well as the Task Force as well does give us the best of both worlds. In the stock slot, we're going for the Raider pad here for the ADS firing movement speed, aim walking movement speed, and sprint to fire time. As this is a close range weapon, we want to be able to get those sights up nice and quickly when we are sprinting, and the Raider pad does allow us to do this, and it does give us those very fast movement speeds as we are moving around. That is why the XM4 and a lot of the Cold War assault rifles are so powerful. It's just the movement speed when we are shooting, moving around, aim down sight. Very fast when we are moving. Then the Stanag 60 round mag, of course, to have the most amount of bullets to fire when we are firing those things. We can continue and fight multiple teams with this. Then lastly, the rear grip, we want that Serpent Wrap for that aim down sight speed increase, meaning we can get those sights up nice and quickly. As I said, this is our close range option, so we want to pull up those sights nice and quickly. You can maybe drop off the Serpent Wrap as well if you don't prefer the iron sights in this thing and you want to play a little bit more at medium range combat. So you drop the Serpent Wrap and maybe take something like a Microflex LED for a very clear sight picture here, but this is up to you. So as usual, we are going to jump into some gameplay here and have an excellent time with this thing, because up close, the XM4 is one of the better weapons in terms of time to kill in the game right now. It was probably replacing the FFAR one, and it's not that broken, but it's still very powerful, but nothing will be as powerful as the FFAR one, hopefully. Alrighty, Storage Town is where we want to be in this one. You know how we go in Storage Town starting off, man. Look at this thing. I love the broken Cold War attachments on these things, man. The guns. When you shoot the XM4, man, you absolutely take off like a rocket, and it is hilarious. Like, the shooting movement speed that you get for some reason is just, it's like actually broken. Like, it doesn't even make sense. It's just, it's it's hard to like work out why. Let's go around the back here. I think there's a guy there. Where is he? He booked it? No, I think he's gone. But yeah, the shooting movement speed that you get is one of the reasons why all the Cold War assault rifles are just so good right now. It's basically just to do with that movement speed that you get. And that's why the SMGs are in a kind of bad spot as well, basically because the assault rifles move so quickly, they have such good movement speed stats when you do aim down sight and so on, that It's really not worth using an SMG, honestly, and that's a little sad that you can't use an SMG up close because it just gets outgunned and outmoved by assault rifles, which is, it just feels bad, like, you know what I mean? We're just gonna wait because there's a guy very close here. That's him. There is another one, I believe. Yep, there was. What a mess. Oh man, can I get some help? Where are the boys at, boys? Oh, oh, come in here, dude. Come in. No. Oh my, what is this? What a ridiculous start to this game, dude. So it does say in the title of the video that the XM4 is probably the new FFAR, and what I mean by that is basically it's the new powerhouse close range option. Hopefully nothing is ever as broken as the the FFAR in this game again, like, because that was just like the most oppressive gun in the game. Mostly just felt really bad to play against. I mean, it felt great to play with, but because it was so powerful, it felt really bad to play against. And that's one of the things that you can't really have in games like this. If something feels really bad to play against, I mean, it's got to go, surely. Like, that's how it is. But because this is such a fast movement speed weapon when you do... Where are we looking? Be over here. It's just all about that movement speed, that when you shoot, you actually just take off. You can make this a little bit more kitted to like long range combat, like medium range combat as well, if you do throw in something like a mill stop reflex, or at least something that gives you a little bit more distance in terms of aim down sight stuff. Where are we at? He took off. We're a little bit spread out here, which is a little unfortunate, but it is what it is. That's usually how plunder goes. Like, look at that dude. You don't challenge me, bro. Don't. Just don't. This is not an ideal situation to be in. I think there's a guy around the corner. There's a guy here somewhere. Where are we looking? Let's move up. But yeah, I don't think anything will ever be as broken, or hopefully nothing will ever be as broken as the FFAR one was. There's a guy in that building there. We'll throw the Semtex in there and push, and just hopefully... okay. We couldn't get the job done there, but... You know what I mean? Like, hopefully nothing is ever as broken as the FFAR was, but if we have powerful replacements like this, like the XM4 and other close-range weapons, hopefully the meta is a little bit more well-rounded, a little bit better balanced than it was previously, because there's a lot of options in the game right now, including like long-range options that you combine with these close-range options, like your MAC-10s. There's a lot of options up close. XM4, everything is pretty much viable at the moment. There's nothing that's super bad, and people are still exploring and finding out what the best stuff is. All right, so we're gonna try and get close. We want to be able to use the XM4 as much as possible in this video, so let's try and move up. Yep, there he is. Are you kidding? I missed all those shots. He's going right. We actually just got behind him like that. That's so rude. Oh, that's good. That's good. Is there any more boys around here? Any more boys around here? We're not really in a high combat area anymore, which is a little unfortunate. We sort of got removed from Supply Town, Supply City, whatever it's called, which is unfortunate. But there's a little bit of combat here, so we'll jump back to more fighting. Yeah, so there's definitely some boys here. They are upstairs. All right, let's push up there. Let's try it. Where are we looking? Move while there is gunfire. This is risky. Yep, don't rate this. Oi. That's always going to be so tough to push, dude. I don't actually think we're going to be able to do it. No, we almost got him. Come on, peek me again, you coward. Peek me again. Okay, let's do it. This is... Ah, are you kidding? That's actually not bad. We're doing some good damage to him. We got chunking this guy. Come on. Come on. Oh, he brought his friends over. He's like, no, this dude's shooting me. I'm sick of it. Oh, amazing. There isn't really an awful lot we can do about that, actually. Oh, I mean, we didn't do it, but somebody did it. Oh, we got him. Oh, that's amazing. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Get up. Get up. Chuck on some armor plates. This is gonna definitely, yeah. Bot, hello? Oh no, there was another one. There was another one. Alright, I think we have seen enough here, guys. That was a lot of fun. Like, being able to just sort of rush people with the XM4 and have that ridiculous amount of movement speed when we are shooting is just super dumb, and it's fantastic. And that is one of the reasons why the FFAR one was so good. It's because of that sort of movement speed, that high time to kill, like very, very fast time to kill, very fast fire rate. This definitely does emulate that a little bit, but it's definitely not going to be as powerful as the FFAR one was previously, but I don't think anything should be ever that powerful again. So let's have our final thoughts on this in just a second here. So as I said there, guys, and we saw it in the gameplay, the XM4 is very, very powerful up close. I think it does replace the FFAR one as the close range weapon of choice right now, alongside the FFAR 83. There's a lot of good weapons in the game right now, a lot of good options. There is, as I said, the interesting phenomenon that I am seeing at the moment of the big, massive YouTubers like JGod, True Gun Data, and stuff like that. They are recommending weapons and being like, hey, this is good. And then I'll jump into Cold War and see a lot of people leveling up those weapons. It's very, very interesting, and it's a lot of fun to mess around with. So, of course, thank you very much for watching this XM4 video. I do massively appreciate it, of course. Make sure you do hit that subscribe button with those notifications turned on, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!